So while we are preparing a big new feature that will completely change Edgewonk and the way that Edgewonk can help you in your trading, we have released a few smaller updates recently. And in this video, I want to walk you through what is new. So in the Home tab, there are two new things. First of all, in the Profit Calendar segment, you'll see this little camera icon. And once you click it, you get the preview. You can either copy this to your clipboard and then use it anywhere and paste it anywhere, or you can download it directly to your computer. This is also available in your equity graph. So in your equity graph, you see this little camera icon and it works exactly the same. You get your equity graph and some statistics about your trading. We also found out that while continuously reviewing the journals from our users, it can be helpful to have the average P&L ratio right here in the Home tab. So right now you're going to see the ratio here of your average winner and average losing trade. Another small thing that we added because it was requested, it's just going to be very helpful in your journaling, is when you have entered a trade and you open here this pop-up, at the bottom you'll see a few statistics for your reward to risk ratio, the R multiple, the return of the trade, and also the tilt meter if you have used it. When you're entering a new trade, this will not update automatically. You will have to enter all your statistics, save it, and then when you come back to later review your trade, you will get those statistics. Another thing that was requested quite a bit and is now available is when you go to your exit analysis graph, you have now here this drop down. And instead of just looking at your exit analysis in terms of percentage like it always was, you can now also look at your R multiple. So all of the bars and the markers now are showing you the price movement during the duration of your trade in terms of R multiple. So how far has the price moved towards your take profit and towards your stop loss? Those are the green and the red bars. The diamond marker shows the exit in terms of R multiple. And the take profit is here this black horizontal bar. So for traders who prefer to visualize their trades and to look at their trades in terms of R multiple, it is finally here. And this gives you a whole new perspective on your trades and how the price behaves during or even after the duration of your trades. We also changed our consecutive winners and losers chart. And whereas previously we had two separate charts for consecutive winners and losers, we have combined it now in one chart. So you can very nicely quickly analyze your winning and losing streaks. Underneath the x-axis, you see your consecutive losing streaks. So when we hover over this area, for example, we get statistics on a 5-trade winning and losing streak. We can see for consecutive winning trades, we make here an average of $700 US. Frequency 1 means that in our journal, we only once had a 5-trade winning streak. And then when we look here below the x-axis, we see consecutive losers minus 2,176. Meaning that on average, if we are in a 5-trade losing streak, we lose 2,176. And also frequency 1, we only experienced such a losing streak once. A big new update that is finally here is in our strategy lab in the alternative strategies. And we have completely reworked this feature. In our reviews and in our transformation program, which we're going to release very shortly, some interesting information and case studies about, we found that the alternative strategies can be a big game changer. There will come a separate video about this feature very shortly, now that we have updated it. But what you see now is that when you scroll here to the bottom, you can switch between show profit in R or just show the profit in terms of your account currency. Here you can then track your alternative outcome. You can also multi-select different setups. So if you want to test, for example, a trailing stop loss approach or maybe a different target approach on different and multiple setups, you can do that now here. You just select multiple. Edgewonk will automatically pull in all of the trades that belong to those setups that you have selected. You see the trade and which setup it belongs to. You see the actual profit that you generated with that trade. And then you will just go through those trades one by one. You can open those trades. You can look at your screenshots if you have screenshots attached to them. And then you can estimate how much profit would you have made with a different trading stop approach, with a different target, with a different stop altogether. And then overall, very quickly get an idea of a different approach for your trading would perform better or worse. The graph here underneath the table shows you then in the solid green line your actual profit using those trades. And then here in the dotted line, as you update here, the alternative profit column will also update this dotted line. And if you prefer to track that in R multiple, you can do that now as well. You will get the different column here for alternative R multiple profit, and then you can track it that way. Another small detail that we added is in the journal, you can now multi-select all of the trades that you have here. So if you have a journal and you want to clear and delete a lot of trades at once, you can do that using this feature here. And that's it for our little summer update. We have a lot of other things coming, and as I mentioned in the beginning, a huge big game changer for Edgewonk is in the making, but this is going to take a few more weeks, and we are very excited to show you what we've been working on. Until then, happy journaling.